Today we are going to learn 5 different ways to transform your drum licks. So let's jump into it. Hello my beautiful friends, Gabe Elguera here from drumbeatsonline.com, and today we're talking about 5 different ways to transform your drum licks. But first, what the heck does it actually mean to transform your drum licks? Really all it means is to take one drum lick and to apply it to the drum set in many different ways. This can help you have more fluidity behind the kit because you can play the same sticking pattern over and over, but apply it in a multitude of different ways so it doesn't actually sound like you're playing the same sticking pattern over and over. This is really, really powerful. The sticking pattern we are going to learn today is right, left, left, kick, then left, right, left, left. So it's an 8-note pattern played as 16th notes. So within a measure, we're gonna go through that pattern 2 times. To get a little more specific with the sticking pattern, generally I accent that first right and put a kick underneath it. Then I'm gonna play those next 2 lefts as ghost notes. Then that third left, I'm going to accent as well. And then that right, left, left, I ghost note. So let's hear what this sticking pattern sounds like all together, just on the snare drum and the kick drum. Check it out. All right, so some of you who have been part of the DBO family for a little bit knew that last year I actually did a lesson on this lick and how it can improve your left hand speed, which is very true. It's a great lick for that. But now let's take it to the next level and start to transform it. So the first tool that we are going to use to transform this lick is by incorporating accents. Accents can be such a powerful tool, whether we're adding them or we're taking them away. It can really shift the focus of the entire drum lick. So, like we said, we were generally accenting that first right and that third left. Well, why don't we throw in another accent on that second right? So now we've got right, left, left, kick, left, right, left, left. This can start to sound really cool. So for this example, let's try to turn it into a little bit of a groove. So let's throw in all those right hands on the closed hi-hat and then the left hands on the snare drum, and we'll leave the kicks on the kicks. First, let's just listen to this groove without the added right hand accent, and then we will slowly add in a right hand accent by opening up that hi-hat when that right hand comes in. Check it out. All right, so the second way that we can transform this drum lick is by simply moving our hands around the drum set. Just by hearing different drums thrown into the middle of this lick can make it sound like a brand new lick and totally different. So for this example, let's start back off by just playing the lick on the snare drum and the kick drum. And then what we can do is slowly move your dominant hand around the drum kit. See how that starts to feel. Then we can explore with our weak hand too, add in some closed hi-hats, and then pretty soon we can be playing this lick on many different surfaces of the drum set. So now check out this example, how moving our hands around the drum kit can completely transform this lick. Check it out. All right, now the third way we can transform this lick is by substituting certain notes with the kick drum. Now we've already got 2 kick drum notes in here, but what happens if we substitute out that second right hand within this lick? So now the sticking pattern would be right, left, kick, left, left. So this becomes an incredibly left hand heavy sticking pattern. So let me show you a quick example of what it sounds like when I substitute out that second right hand for a kick drum. Check it out. All right, so that lick is starting to sound a lot different. We've got more kick drums, but man, we've only got 1 note with the right hand. So our right hand is just doing a lot of hanging out, which leaves me wondering, is there something more I could do with it now that it has more time and space to hang out? And the answer is yes. What if with the extra time that we have with our right hand, we just add in quarter notes over the entire lick? Now it can actually sound way different than what we were just playing before. So now let me show you what it sounds like when we add in quarter notes over the kick substituted lick. Check it out. That sounds so cool. I think that one's awesome. But the fourth way we can transform our beats is by sweeping. So what the heck is sweeping? It's really when you're just splitting up a double between 2 drums. So for example, in this iteration of the drum lick, I want to sweep that first left hand double between the rack tom and the snare drum. So now it would be right, left on the rack tom, left on the snare drum, and then you continue with the lick, which is tough. There is no doubt that sweeping is just hard. Splitting a double between 2 drums can feel kind of awkward. To be perfectly honest, it feels awkward for me. I don't do it a whole bunch, but it's super important to know that this is an option that you can have to change up the way that your licks sound, to add in some new life to them. So let's hear what this lick sounds like when we are sweeping that first left hand double. Check it out. All right, last but very much so not least, the 5th way that we can transform our drum licks is with displacement. Now, whether you are familiar with displacement or not, I'll tell you what it is so we can all be familiar. So displacement really just means rearranging the order of your sticking pattern. So for example, right now we've got our sticking pattern right, left, kick, left, left. Well, what happens when we take that first right and we take it all the way to the bottom? So now the sticking pattern starts off with left, kick, left, right. Believe it or not, this completely changes the sound of your sticking pattern, even though it's the same sticking pattern, but just in a slightly different order. And you can keep going from there. Then if you take that left and bring it all the way to the end, now you have a new pattern. You could displace this in so many ways, but for the purpose of keeping this video somewhat concise and just showing you a quick example, let's just displace that first right hand and take it to the end and see what this new pattern sounds like. Check it out. All right, so I know there wasn't a ton of time to go super in depth into each concept because there is just so much packed into this video. But if you want to slow it down and get the PDF of all the sheet music so you can really study it, you can go ahead and click right up here or in the link in the description below. So which one of these 5 concepts was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. I always love engaging. There's a little thing floating right here. All right, cool. I always love engaging with you guys in the comment section. It's so fun to just be a part of the conversation. So thank you so much for watching this lesson. I really appreciate it. Stay true as always, and I'll see you soon. Bye. So first, let's all learn a sticking pattern. So first, sticking pattern that we're going to be, I think that was my email. Then I'm gonna play those next 2 lefts as ghost strokes. What? So for example, displacement, what?